What is manna? I've heard the word but never knew what it meant.
Cool. Um, so in the when the Jews were wandering in the wilderness after they were released from slavery and bondage in Egypt, they didn't have food to eat, and so God sent basically like angel food, angel bread from heaven. Some people think it looked like a wafer. It was sweet. It tasted like they never say what the ingredients were because it's obviously miraculous. Coriander seed, I think, is what they said it tasted like, and there was like a sweetness to it. But it was just miraculous bread from heaven that God used to feed His people. And anybody remember the rules for manna? Only get enough for that day. Okay, and then what happens if you gather too much like the next day? Yeah, it would spoil and get worms in it. Okay, except for one day, what you could do what? You could get on before the Sabbath day, basically on Friday, you could get not off day for Friday and Saturday, because on Saturday you didn't do any work. So it's interesting how that bread had that chemical equation to know when to do it, right? So yeah, but the just like a lot of beautiful things in the Old Testament, most of the Old Testament, who does it point to? Points to Jesus, and Jesus says, "Oh, you think that Moses fed you in the wilderness? I'm the bread that's come down from heaven." That was a picture of me. And so just like they were able to live by eating that bread, Jesus says, you will live for eternity if you eat of me and you partake of me. And